This is Vieira from Vieira Coins. Yesterday, on September 2nd, 2022, Coin News released information about gold, silver, platinum, palladium, and overall precious metal prices. And let's see what they talk about and what we think about the article they released yesterday. Um, so Coin News yesterday released gold and others precious metals lock third straight week declines. Okay, precious metals snapped the five-session losing straight on Friday, slightly trimming the week losses, which stand to three in a row for gold, silver, platinum, and palladium. So everybody who else tracked down the precious metals price on the shorts, we notice there's a huge drop for the past 3 weeks, and gold price gave back 1.6% this week, following this loss of 0.7 last week and 2.9% in the week of ending August 19th. The euro metal ended at the worst point since July 20. Gold has been lower from year to date 5.8%. So if you go to gold short, you will see the information matching and you will see exactly how it look like. In looking ahead at the next week, Kiko News is a special website talk about precious metals and etc. Offer the foreign forecast of the Wall Street and the Main Street surveys. So basically, on the little survey here, there's a lot of people, a lot of companies, a lot of organizations think the gold might drop a little bit more, and some person thinking the gold and the precious metals will bounce starting next week. Okay, bonds from more than 2 years low silver for December delivery tank on 21.5 cents, $21.50, or 1.2% to settle at 17.88 a ounce. Silver price tumbled 4.6% this week after decline at 1.7 last week and 7.9% in the week ending August 19th. On Thursday, the precious metals posted its weakest finish since June 18, 2020. Silver price are 23.4% lower on this week. October, in October, platinum is been adding 12.8% and 1.6% and ending $818.30 an ounce. So it's been a 4.3% weekly decline, and the palladium exactly the same, 4.5% finished this week as decline. But if you go around and looking at the West Mint, precious metals sold in 2022, meaning the bullion, gold and the silver bullion sold only from U.S. Mint. You can see this week they sold 16,500 troy ounces of 1 ounce of gold, and in May they sold 164.5, June 31,000. So in general, in 2022, the total sold 1 ounce of bullion, gold bullion, for America Gold Eagle was 729,000, followed by half ounce 72,000, quarter ounce 132,000, and 1/10 540, Porphyro, every pile of porphyro is really hard to carry because too much premium. It's 316,500, and 1 ounce silver eagle is over 12.4 million ounces. As well, platinum, it's kind of rare metal. I don't like this investment, and I guess not that many people like it. They sold only 80,000. So basically, they've been selling. Okay. The recent this week, they did sold quarter ounces gold. They did sold half ounces, 1/10. It's because the mint is being out of stock. They have a huge problem to supply the bullions. Okay. Uh, Even in 2022, silver eagles, they stopped to make it. Okay. They took a break. It's a huge problem with supply. Okay. Supply demand has been a problem since the COVID. So the way I take in here, um, as the headline says, gold and other precious metals unlock the third straight week declines. It's true. It is true. It's a huge drop. Okay. And it's not only the precious metals. If you go around in any investment you think of, can be stock market, can be rates, can be real estate, can be ETFs, oil, special oil, can be anything you think of. It is being a huge drop. Okay, the reason is from the problems been happening since in the beginning. The recent problem, right? The since from the pandemic started early 2020, late um, 2019, and affect worldwide. And because of affect worldwide, there's a lot of lockdowns. There's a lot of problem is still happening, health and problem worldwide. So the chain of supply, the supply chain in anything you think about in the world collapse. And the price was rising extremely high in anything you think. It can be groceries, can be electronic, can be food, can be precious metals, and everything was terrible situation since that. And what happened was because of that, the government around the world to control the whole many millions of people teleworking was out of a job, was out of foreclosures, was a lot of rates, it was a lot of people losing houses and was not be able to pay rent, those kind of stuff. And a lot of government around the world, they pump the money into the country to help those people to make sure try at least try to help the economy continue to move because nobody had money. And uh, and when added up right now become the another side of the coin. Okay, basically the health insurance around the world was kind of be able to contain, to hold, to stop the wave. And right now come the another side of the coin. Uh, the Feds, the governments around the world increase dramatic the rates, the interest rate, the inflation. 80% of the countries around the world is two-digit. It's more than 10% a year. Okay, and is unheard of. Okay, so the way they do that is to be able to not build more damage on the economy. Okay, they have to put a balance. They have to put on the scale because it's already snowball and everything's gonna tumble. I'm pretty sure gold and silver precious metals will continue to drop a little bit. As well, the stock market will drop more, way more, and real estate is going to be affected, especially on the first 3 months from 2023. Okay, because the supply demand. If you increase the rate, nobody will like. I'm not gonna buy a house with 30 years if the interest rate will be 10%, will be 7%, will be 8%. Because 8% increase every year in 30 years, forget about it. And the average the house market is about automatic, kind of automatic increase every year, about 3, maybe 4%, with the appreciation of the real estate. So if they have the interest rate at 7% that they've been talking about is above the appreciation of the real estate. So nobody gonna do it because it doesn't make sense. As much they try to appreciate the house, renovate or whatever, nobody's gonna do it because it's still below the interest rate. So they're not making money. Actually, they're losing 3% a year. Okay, that's a really bad business. Right? The way I see precious metals is a lot of lacking of supply. A lot of refineries, a lot of mines around the world is still having problems. And it's a snowball effect. With the war with Russia and Ukraine, a lot of oil have oil import export, especially Russia, maintain about 25% of oil in entire Europe. They just shut down yesterday the huge oil channel goes to Germany, and it's gonna get worse. During there, the price is gonna be extremely high because there is not enough supply, and they have to looking for different options, and for different options now they cannot fix anything in a week, in matter of a week. If they could do anything in matter of a week, they're not gonna import oils or gas, whatever it is from different countries. They cannot make your own. It's not, the process is really hard, and it takes time, takes money, and unfortunately the price will continue to go down. It's not only precious metals, in everything you think of, and every time you go to supermarket, the price is going to be more higher because there's not enough supply in anything available for the human being as per se. The way I see it's right now, the price is almost reaching the the average price right before the COVID, right before the whole health situation, 2019. The silver is getting there, the gold is getting there, but the premium physical precious metals is still high. They never lowered the premium. So because they never lowered the premium, like I say, supply demand. And I think once the refinery, once the mint, once the minings, here I start people paying high premiums, the papers, gold, paper, silver trading on stock market, which is not the reality of precious metals, they're not going to lower the premium. Because if they can try to increase little bit the profit, why they cannot lower the premium if people still buying, if you still have a higher demand for the precious metals, because there's not available right now to supply industrial and etc. Okay, they're not gonna lower the premium, and at the same time the overhead is still really high because all those equipments, all those chips, everything they need to make it happen 24 hours, oil and gas to make it happen, to entire process to extract the precious metals on the earth is more expensive than before because there's not enough to supply the world. That's all I have to take for today. I will say if you are a silver stocker, if you are a precious metal stocker, precious metal investment, I think it's time to buy it, continue buy it. If you be able to get a fair premium, okay, it's not just buy because you saw one gold or silver variable. No, it's a fair premium. Premium is very important. And if you have a couple $1,000, don't spend a couple $1,000 once, breaking down little by little, um, and to try to spread the money in few weeks, so that way you can make a nice average cost. Is really important. By the end of the day, you talk about investment. Okay, guys, that's all I have for today, and I'll see you next time.